Name's Roger Boaty. Mr. George, Roger Boaty.
Of course it is, George. And good evening to you, and good evening to everybody else. Good evening, Steve. Good evening, Trace, Simone, Matt. And that's it, apparently, for the moment. Jolly good. Right. First and foremost, how are you? How has your day been? Has it been a good day, bad day, in the middle day, nondescript sort of day? And Simone, how are you feeling? Still got the old razor blades in the throat? Bad Books, good evening to you. Oh, cheers, my loves. Ready for this? Oh, that's very nice. That's very nice. So, yeah, let me know how you're doing. I would like to know what you've been eating today. And I'd like to know, that was almost a very early burp there. So what have you been at, Chaz Brown? Good evening. My day's been grand, actually. Thank you, all of you, for asking. And I'll tell you why in a moment. A hidden comment, 2 hidden comments. Good evening, you big bag of bull piss. Isn't it great to have friends, eh? Good evening to you, GPSOMG. Oh dear me. Used up 4 loo rolls on a leaky nose and I feel like shite, says Simone. Don't be using loo roll, my lovely. You'll get your nose all angry and annoyed. You want a nice soft handkerchief. That's what you need. Well, actually, from the look of it, you need a series of nice soft handkerchiefs. And you need to keep your nose well greased with copper grease or lithium grease or Vaseline or anal lubricant or something of that nature. Otherwise, it will get all dry and sore and nasty. And it will just add to your woes. And from the sound of it, you've got enough woes without them being added to. I'll tell you what I had for. I had steak for lunch, didn't I? And it was very nice with the potatoes and the tomatoes roasted in infused olive oil, with nicely seasoned. It was absolutely yummy. Oh dear. I hear you can't watch TV in Afghanistan. Yes, it's due to the Taliban. Well, we're getting in early with the jokes tonight. Good evening, Pingu. Let's get the jokes in and done and out of the way. Now then. This evening, my lovelies. Oh, Spotty Botty's here. Smoko's time. Excellent. There it was. First burp. Yes, indeed it was, Roger Boaty, indeed it was. Oh, and I have some tooth news. I am broadcasting to you with one tooth less than I was last night. It finally came out, fell out, dived out, committed Harry Kiri, did a kamikaze job at some point during the night, and I woke up with it on my pillow. It's actually quite a relief, to be honest. I can eat without a bloody manky tooth wobbling all over the shop. Good evening, Limeys, says Stephen S. Paul, from the greatest country on earth. Good gosh, are you on holiday, Stephen? You've left the old US of A and you're on holiday in Wales, so well done to you. Evening, little J. What's it like being famous, says Pingu. Oh, it's fabulous, Pingu. It means that you can go into a shop and say, have you none of the large ones? Famous. Pingu has... I had a sneaky little peek at them at work just before I came home. Pingu has managed to put some clips up of the Hubnut 100k live stream, which was infiltrated by a crack squad of Boaty's World commandos who very amusingly managed to elbow in some of our community channels' names into the live stream chat. I was mentioned in the sense that, have you ever seen Boaty's World? Boaty's World? No. From Ian and Carly. But at least it was a mention, my lovely. No such thing as bad publicity, is there? And they sneaked Beards and Bangers. He was sneaked in there. And somebody needs to put Beards and Bangers over their knee and give him a jolly good spanking. He promised, having sold his BMW Touring, he promised that he wasn't going to buy any more cars for the foreseeable future. And he's in the land of temptation, my little bowls of angel delight. Yes, he has been tempted, my little walnut whips, by, I don't mind telling you, an MGTF in the correct colour. Now, apparently it's a bit too expensive for what it is at the moment. Apparently it's a little rough bodily. But, this is our friend Rob that we're talking about. And he's either going to negotiate the man down, or he's going to somehow negotiate himself up and persuade himself that it is actually worth the asking price. Either way, I knew when I had a chat with him when I bought the MGF, and you remember we did that telephone thing when I was driving home, and Rob was one of the lovely people that gave me a tinkle, as soon as I started talking about the F, he said, "Oh, I'm going to have one. I'm going to have one." And I knew it wouldn't be too long before one hoved into view on the B&B fleet. So he hasn't bought it yet, allegedly. But he's put a teaser up on his YouTube channel, Beards and Bangers, one of our community channels. Watch, like, subscribe, and all of that stuff. Who's going to bet against that vehicle finding its way to Beard and Bangerville, eh? I certainly wouldn't bet against it. Missed lunch today, says GPS. Too busy. Ended up having a double cheeseburger with salad and chips for tea. And, right, I see. Went shopping and took the dog for a long walk, so missed lunch. That's, that takes some doing to miss lunch. I can't imagine missing lunch. It's too important a thing, is lunch. I mean, lunch is one of the most wonderful things in the world. The anticipation, the planning, the actuality. I can imagine being late for it, but I can't imagine actually missing it. Can't remember when I last missed a lunch, if indeed I ever have. R.I.P. Boaty's tooth. Good job you didn't inhale it, says Trace. Well, what goes in comes out, doesn't it? It would have reappeared at some time. Are you sure you weren't punched? I'm fairly sure, because last night, shock horror, I was sleeping alone. So unless it was one of the ghosts manifesting, that's a Freudian slip, isn't it? Manifesting itself into a physical form and giving me a strong right hook. Anyway, you wouldn't have needed to be punched. The bloody thing's been hanging on by a thread for God knows how long. I'm amazed it clung on. I mean, that was a tenacious little tooth, that fellow. Anyway, he's popped out and he's a splendid little chap in perfect condition, so it's kind of annoying that he's departed company from my gob. But there we are. As we were discussing last night, these are the delights that one experiences whilst experiencing the... I shouldn't have said experiencing twice there. One of you could have buzzed me. Oh, that's reminded me, I was going to do a quiz tonight and I forgot all about it. Anybody want a quiz question or two? But anyway, there we are. Anyway, the point is, if you'd let me get a word in edgeways, if you don't mind, Liz is here. And there's been some lovely comments on tonight's video in which the lovely Liz appeared, and which was a very suitable punishment for me, because I spent a long time editing that video, Liz. There were bits in there I knew were going to have to come out, but there were more bits in there that I'd completely forgotten about, and I'm actually a little ashamed that that such things should have been said in front of a lady. But I'm not that ashamed, because I had to take some of your bits out as well. Yes, you added some filth into the mix there, didn't you? Yeah, so it was quite a heavy edit, which comes as a shock to me, because as you know, I'm well known for not editing the lunch videos. They just ramble on and on and on and on. But of course, I am a little bit behind myself, and that video is from a week last Monday. So normal service will be resumed, because over the next few days, this Monday's lunch video will go up, and that will be completely unedited, will ramble on, will bore you senseless, and will contain, no doubt, filth. Oh, ow! What the hell happened there? Oh, damn, something just cracked in me on there. Oh, who's done that? Somebody's just done a lovely thing, and I need to... Oh, Liz! Oh, bless you. Thank you. Liz has sent a super chat from the Tooth Fairy, who thanks you for extensive editing. Oh, bless you. Well, you didn't have to. It's my own fault. It's my own fault. That was my punishment for forgetting how to comport oneself in front of a lady peep. But I hope you like the comments, Liz. You've gone down awfully well, and people are certainly impressed by the sound of your cars, and they want more, Liz. They want more. They want more of your cars, and they want more of you. So given that you're kind of only down the road, perhaps on a non-Monday, maybe at a weekend or something, perhaps you and I ought to just the two of us. Maybe you should pop over here for lunch in one of your splendid cars, or I could pop over to yours and peruse the collection, and we could have a bit more of a chat, because people are liking it, and I want to get some money's worth out of you before you start your own channel and become too important to talk to the likes of me. But thank you for the fiver, Liz. You're an absolute bless puppet. Now let's go back. Yeah, we've done that. Am I going to get an implant? Asked Sarah Parsons. Well, the plan is hopefully yes. in the fullness of time, Sarah. Now, at the moment, I'm exceptionally poor, and I'm too poor to get. You won't believe how poor I am tonight. I mean, I was literally skint tonight for reasons that I will explain. Literally, not a penny in my pocket, apart from a few coins. So the plan is to become incredibly rich and famous as a celebrity influencer. That's easy for you to say. A celebrity influencer and social media all-round personality. And when I do so, yeah, I'll get a lot of implants. I'll get rid of all of these and have all posh new ones put in. And I'll look like Fräulein or somebody else. I don't know who else has got. Richard Hammond. I'll look like Richard Hammond, except a larger version. Did it fall out while you were watching dogging? No, GPS. And no, I wasn't too close to the window screen when it was steamed up. It fell out in my sleep. What's red and white? Asked Simone. Pink. Right, thank you for that. Roger Boaty says, well, he asks, is Wales a country? I can answer that, Roger Boaty. Yes. One thought it was, oh God, here we go. He's banging on about the size of Roger Bottingham Manor again. There were some awesome questions in the HubNet live chat. Sausage and chips was mentioned, says Spotty Botty. Yeah, the infiltrators did some splendid work in that live stream. Oh, poor old Ian. Bad Book says, Mrs. Bad Books made spag bowl for tea. I had a haircut. The dogs had boosters and an annual checkup, and Mr. Milton needs doggy dentistry next week. Right, jolly good. Trace says, today I didn't I mean, it's not difficult, is it? I mean, you just sit at your own kitchen table, admittedly, in front of an elderly iPhone that's broadcasting you to the world, or certainly in excess of 4 people, and you just read out people's words. It's not difficult. So one has to wonder, why do you you've done it again. Why do you keep making a complete arse of it? They're just words. Speak them normally, for God's sake. I should have become an accountant, shouldn't I? Anyway, the point is that Trace achieved nothing that she intended to today. Oh, but a £3 loss at Swimming World this morning as I paid my subscription fee. Oh, well, that's £3 you'll never see again. And inhaled shish kebab for lunch. Then a nap. Daytime naps. I haven't succumbed to those yet. Do you have a daytime nap? Before Sainsbury's delivered 8 bottles of wine for weekend fun. Right, okay. Well, everybody round to Tracy's this weekend by the sound of it. Roger Botty's on about the live stream. Could have been a good chance for some cross-channel fun, but no, it hasn't been ruined, Roger Botty. Don't you worry. We will pick it up. Mickey Jeffries has done my joke, except he actually did it before me. So technically, I've done his joke. It's the £3 loss was at the admission fee. There you go. I said, oh fucking hell. TV Licence Inspector 777. We are still watching. I don't care. You can watch me. You can write to me. You can tell me that I'm being investigated. You can tell me that I can expect a visit. I don't care. I don't have a telly. If you want to waste your time, waste it. I filled out your online thing. It's not my fault that you detected that somebody had watched a BBC iPlayer program on the interweb within half a mile of here. Bugger off, TV Licence Inspector. Go on, bugger off. And if and when you come round here to perform an official investigation, guess what? Guess what I'll do? I'll fart in your general direction. That's what I'll do. Now then. Oh, Jimmy Quinn. Good evening, Jimmy Quinn, the ex-birthday boy. So Simone is going to catch us up on her day. Starting at the beginning, she says, this morning I had 3 Weetabix. Gosh. Missed lunch. Had chicken in white sauce with rice and a mug of tea. Followed up with garlic bread with cheese for dinner. Well, that sounded quite exotic until you mentioned the mug of tea. I mean, could you not have had something as exotic as the food and a glass of Vimto? Tracy is always up for a quick one, says Mickey Jeffries, who has clearly has inside knowledge. Ivor Spotty Botty says, riveting chat, teeth and all. Have to go now. Have a good stream, Boaty and everyone. To explain, Ivor Spotty Botty, who is one of our Antipodean chums, tunes in when he's on his fag break from work. And as soon as that's over, he buggers off and leaves us to it. I haven't had a quick one in years, says Simone. Well, I'm sure that many of us feel your pain. And Mickey says that all of mine are quick. Spoken like a true man of a certain vintage. Get it over with as soon as possible, eh? That's the spirit. Put the tut up on eBay. Oh, that's an idea. Just got a notification from Project Nigel. Mustard probably won't be here tonight, I'm guessing. I've not spoken to him today. I normally speak to him, but today I haven't. And that's because Mustard at the moment will be like a dog with 2 dicks. Because I can tell you for a sure and certain fact, the car that landed in his yard today, he will have already fallen head over arse with. He will be absolutely fixated on that car. And he will repair it and he will polish it to within an inch of its life, and he will do his damnedest to hang on to it. And I'm actually really chuffed for him, and it does look like a fabulous car. If you didn't see his Facebook post, number 2, not a number 2, number 2 burp. If you didn't see his Facebook post, he's laid hands on really? A 420 GSI Tourer in, I think, BRG. And it looks rather fabulous. And they are a rather fabulous thing. And that's got Mustard written all over him. I mean, he loves an R8 above all else. And it's a Tourer, so perfect for the family. So I predict that he will do anything to hang on to that car, up to and including getting rid of Alfie. And by getting rid of Alfie, I don't mean offering Alfie for sale at the price he's been offering him at. I mean actually dropping the price to a price where it might sell. Although it's worth what he's asking, in fairness. I want to see more of the Vimto car, says Trace. Yeah, Liz has got, I mean, I've seen 2 of Liz's. I can't wait to become acquainted with the 400, the supercharged V8. My God. So I think many of us would be very interested. I'm just reading ahead, and before I get to that comment, if you'll excuse me. There. Lurk pack. What was I saying? Where was I? What was I doing? Who am I? What day is it? Oh, right, yeah. Anyway, Mustard's got a really nice car. It's a bit biffed, but he'll sort that out. Oh, I did that. We were talking about Liz, weren't we? Yeah, many people will be keen and excited to become acquainted with Liz's very exciting vehicles. Oh, a quiz question from GPS. What is the tallest building in the world? Well, I won't read ahead and look at any answers. I can't remember what it's called, but isn't it in... it's in Saudi, isn't it? It's a fairly newly built one in Saudi. I think the tallest building that I've actually been in, I can't remember what that's called either, but it's the one in Chicago. Where are your toast racks? They should be on display at all times, says Lurpak Toast Rack Inspector. I thank you. I have a new toast rack, says Sarah Parsons. Lovely. Good for you, Sarah. Well done on joining the gang. And tell us about it. Is it a novelty one or is it a more functional item? Your lost tooth has buggered up your words. I think it's wine deprivation, to be honest with you, bad books. I think I think there's too much blood in my alcohol system. I have a daytime nap around 4 times a week, says Grace. I can't do daytime naps, says Sarah. I will wake up 2 hours later. Bit of sympathy for Liz. Yeah, yeah, I hear you, Roger Boaty. I do hear you. We know likey TV licensing goons. Well, they're a pain in the bum because I don't actually need a TV license. I don't have a telly. And they don't seem to believe me. I mean, do we live in such a society these days that claiming not to have a television is like claiming to be the second coming of Jesus Christ? As in, somewhat unbelievable. Oh, Project Nigel. Hello, everyone. I'm really sorry, but I can't be asked to join in just at the moment. Yeah, well, thanks for letting us know, Mustard. And everybody's now talking to him, even though he's made it absolutely clear that he can't be asked to communicate in any way, shape or form. He's far too busy, he's got better things to do, and he doesn't like us. GPS is answering whoever asked the quiz question. That's the one I was thinking of, the Burj Khalifa. That's the thing. Is that right? You've left some packaging under the caravan, toast rack. Have I? Oh yeah, I have, haven't I? Oh, well spotted, that man. Who was it? Oh, it was Bad Books. You've got eyes like a shithouse rat, mate, haven't you? Well done. Oh, we're congratulating Trace for giving away £3. I won't do the Peter K joke. Now then, I was going to tell you about, ow, buggering hell. In the wedding party, Basil is outraged by the apparently... Oh, good, a Fawlty Towers question. I'm going to be all over this. And I'm going to get in first. In the wedding party, Basil is outraged by the apparently wild sexual activities amongst the guests. What is the name of the guest who is actually flirting with Basil? GPS, easy. Mrs. Painoir. Now ask me a difficult one. We've been to a wedding. The lovely Mrs. Painoir. But I think I shall sleep au naturel tonight. Oh, good for you. Would you like a coffee? Ah, oui, s'il vous plaît. Café au lait. Café what? Au lait. Oh, au lait. Quite. Mrs. Painoir. And you don't have to tell me I'm right. I knew. Go on, ask me another one. Where is Manuel from? I am from Barcelona. Go, where are the difficult questions? I don't have a TV and filled out some online form to confirm I don't need one. They expect me to do that every 2 years. They can do one, as they say. Is that why I'm being hassled again, Chats Brown? It is about 2 years since I did my online doings. And I agree with you. We shouldn't have to. I mean, you need a license for loads of things. I think you need a license to go fishing, don't you? So, should I have to go onto a website and fill out a thing to say I'm not going fishing in the next 2 years? No, balls to it. And balls to them. Let them come round. I'll unclog my nose at their aunties. I'll teach them. I mean, I wouldn't. They're probably just people doing a job of work, and they don't deserve to be abused. I might quietly fart at them though, just for a little bit of vengeance. Or I might shame them. I might ask them why they're not prepared to take the word of a man of God. And I might tell them that God will judge them and that they'll have to spend a few centuries in, well, maybe not actually in hell, but in the, what's the name of the middle bit? You got heaven, hell, and what's the name of the bit in between on the landing? I can't remember. I don't know if it's even a thing in my religion. For a minister of the church, I know very little about my actual religion. Liz, have we got a thing in between heaven and hell? You've only just qualified. You must have done some recent research. I can't remember. I mean, I know we've got the beer fountains and the stripper factories in heaven, but I can't remember. Oh, is it purgatory? Purgatory is coming to mind. Yeah, Sodom. They can spend a few eons in purgatory for doubting a man of God. Where did I get to? Oh, bless you, Simone. I need to go to bed. Hopefully my nose won't soak the pillow. You have all our love and we hope you feel better soon. And if we were a bit closer, we'd bring you around some chicken soup and a hot toddy. Because we're like that. And we like you. We like you very much. Mrs. Painoir, lol, git. Yeah, that's a full name. I missed the hubnut thing, says Matt. I saw a few posts on Facebook about it. I'm up for water pistols at dawn, but I'm not sure I want to comment on a live stream that I'm not interested in watching. In fairness, Ian doesn't do a bad live stream. He is quite engaging, and he and Carly work well together. I know they're the enemy and everything, but I'd sit through a live stream in order to infiltrate it and get the mighty one and his mighty lady to read out our channel names. That's the thing, isn't it? It's going to be like Rickrolling. We need to get our channel names into Hubnut as much as possible. Barcelona, I think, says Matt. Correct. Oh, here we go. Here's another one. In The Psychiatrist, that was a great episode, Basil's fear that a psychiatrist who is registered at Fawlty Towers will analyse his behaviour. Oh, sorry. I read that wrong. Basil's fear that a psychiatrist who is registered at Fawlty Towers will analyse his behaviour leads him to some bizarre antics. Which guest is the psychiatrist? None of them are here given the title doctor, since not all of them are entitled to use that title. Don't understand that. Okay, the psychiatrist was... I thought I'd forgotten, but I haven't. Dr. Abbott. And his wife was Dr. Abbott. And before you ask me, he was a psychologist, she was a pediatrician, I think, because Basil said trees. And then Sybil did the joke about wanted to be a tree surgeon, had to give it up, he couldn't stand the sight of sap. Dr. Abbott, Dr. and Dr. Abbott, who were, according to Basil, 3 doctors. Oh, you got to get up early in the morning to catch me out. Ah, right, they hassle you every 2 years. Ah, well, fuck them. What's the subject tonight? Sorry, I didn't listen. We're just banging on about anything, really. I don't think we have a set subject. Oh, I'd have them swimming for eternity in cold Dolmio sauce. But yeah, well, I mean, Dolmio sauce or any other jar of alleged bolognese sauce, that is a terrible punishment. They're awful. Oh God, they're just full of sugar. Ooh, dreadful things. Make your own, it's not difficult. Manchester. Sounded more negative. I just meant I'm not really interested in watching Hubnut's content. I've watched a few and it didn't really appeal to me. Sorry for sounding negative. Well, you're not alone there, Matt, to be honest. I mean, a lot of people are saying similarly at the moment. His older stuff was arguably, for some, a little more engaging. Maybe because we just happened to tap into that because at the time he was in a similar place to us, and maybe now he's in a slightly different place. Mr. Abbott, not Doctor. No, it was Dr. Abbott, GPS. Yeah, it was Dr. Abbott, and he said, and Basil said Mrs. Abbott, and he said Dr. Abbott actually, and he said, oh, so you're 2 doctors? And he said, no, I'm a doctor and my wife is also a doctor. And Basil said, so you're 3 doctors? How did you do that? Did you take the exam twice? Oh, hello. Untitled item. Who are you and why did you appear in my feed? Well, good evening, untitled item. My name is Captain Mustard and this is my YouTube channel, Project Nigel. And I appeared in your feed as a punishment for a very bad thing that you did. And you know what it was. Do you want me to say it? Do you want me to tell the nice ladies and gentlemen what you did? Or do you just want to sit there and watch this live stream and take your punishment like an untitled item? It's up to you. And I've still got the photographs. I found his presenting skills, says Matt, and we're talking about Ian, Mr. Hubner. Very entertaining, but not really feeling the whole family couple type content. Ah, well, there you are, you see. You're not digging a grave in the soil of negativity. You're not. That's exactly what I said. A lot of people kind of got dialed into Hubnut at a time when he was, I imagine, in a similar position to them. That's certainly the situation with me. And now that he's all loved up and familyed up and whatnot, then maybe he appeals slightly less. And that's not a negative thing. It doesn't mean that he's doing anything wrong, and it doesn't mean that you're wrong for not feeling the same way about his content. Anyway. Oh, and Liz totally agrees with you, Matt, so there you are. Oh, untitled item says, not sure I fancy taking said punishment. And nice use of inverted commas there. In fact, the grammar here is really quite good. You know, could have done with a capital N at the beginning. And some form of punctuation at the end, but on the whole, that's quite good. 8 out of 10. I was legitimately asking what you and the channel are about. Okay, well, I shall answer you more seriously. Although it's kind of a difficult question to answer. I'm genuinely not sure why I popped up on your feed. I'm Boaty. The channel is Boaty's World. And what's it about? I don't know. What's the channel about, guys? You watch this crap, you'll know. You help me out here. Well, it's kind of a community. You yeah, it's not just me waffling at you. We're a community, and we've outside of YouTube, we meet up in real life, and we have our own Facebook community as well, where we chat about things. And it's about crap videos, says GPS. Yeah, it's definitely about crap videos. I am an old fart with no technical skill, and I do all of my recording on an elderly iPhone 6. My editing skills are rudimentary, to say the least. It's about cars to some extent. I have a collection of modern classic British MG Rover cars. Other people in the community also have cars, similar cars, although some don't. It's about food and days out and travel and music and things and being of a certain age or being younger and laughing at people at a certain age and just life, really. I don't know. We're just a group of people with some shared interests, and we kind of spend time together. I make videos. Other members of the community also make videos. They have their own channels. Anyway, and you're watching one now. You swine, GPS. Right, so people help me out answering. It's about cars, food, chat, driving, randomness, community, and quirks, says Trace. Not far off. It's a community of people, says Liz, that like cars, food, and weird rambling chats. Oh, GPS, lowering the tone, and pottering, dogging, and boobies. We've explained it, apparently. The cars bit explained it, that's why. And Trey says, welcome to the madhouse, untitled item. Jimmy says, Boaty's about fun, more fun, and good conversation. Ish. Boaty is a fully unqualified Rover engineer. I am indeed. Liz says, it took me a while to get my head around this channel too, but everyone is lovely and friendly, if a little unhinged at times. That's fair comment. Oh, hello. Where did that go? I've just missed a comment telling me I missed a comment. Oh, there it is. You missed another Fawlty Towers question. Right, oh, right, okay. Okay. When the Hamiltons offer Basil extra money to keep the dining room open late, Basil agrees, but then sends the chef on his way. Well, yeah, he kind of did send the chef on his way. He refused to pay him the money that Teddy wanted to miss his class, and prepares to cook the meal himself. What does Basil offer them? Okay. I'm not sure exactly which bit you're after, but here comes my answer. Now, obviously, Mr. Hamilton wanted a Waldorf salad. And Basil had no idea what a Waldorf salad was. Indeed, he told them that he was fresh out of Waldorf's. And what he offered them as a replacement was a Ritz salad. A Ritz salad. And then, of course, Mr. Hamilton went on to request a couple of filet mignons, which were steaks, done rare and not out of a bottle. Do I get the point, GPS? Do I maintain my 100% correct answer record? That was another great episode. Oh, other people are answering now as well. Oh, untitled item says, greetings from Romania, by the way. How fabulous. We are spreading our cultural wings, aren't we? Romania, a very beautiful country. And I appreciate your feedback and grade on my punctuation and spelling. Well, untitled item, given that we now know that English is your isn't your native language, then I would upgrade your grade. I'd put you up to 9.5 because I had to be really pernickety with you. And for English as a second language, and English is my second language as well, so we're in the same boat there, Untitled. But you're very welcome here, and I hope it's all not too disappointing. And I think I speak for all of us when we'd love to have you here with us again. Do check out some of the other videos on the channel. Some of them you may find relatively interesting, dare I say, amusing. Depends on your sense of humour. You do need quite a well-defined sense of humour to enjoy us, but yeah, welcome and welcome to the community. And if you'd like to find out more, the channel is called Boaty's World. And if you do social media, then do search Facebook for Boaty's World, and you'll find the Facebook page and our community group, where you would also be very welcome. And we hope this is not a one-off visit. It's lovely to have you with us, and we would love to see more of you. People are also answering. Chaz Brown says duck. No. Liz says cat food. No. Bad Book says Waldorf salad. No. A hidden comment. This will be filth. What? I'm not reading that out just in case. Oh, Ritz salad correct. Nailed it. Boom. Go me. 100%. 100. Oh, you meant ducking. Oh, that's a relief. Or bloody autocorrect dropped the F-bomb, not me. English is Boaty's bad language. Yeah, well, there you are. There you are. There you are. Oh, hello. Oh, God. This name takes it out of me. Guess who's with us and says glad tidings one and all. It's Rosé _ cheeks with 2 fruits. Open bracket, traces afterburn. Semicolon, semicolon, close bracket, tripemonger. Christ almighty. You could have a bath during the time it takes to trot out that bloody name. Anyway, I was going to tell you about this evening, wasn't I? Now, the restaurant, my lovelies, was dead tonight. Absolutely dead. I had a meeting with the big boss, which was nice. You know, as the poorest person around, I was able to tell him, the multimillionaire, exactly where he was going wrong with everything. Oh, wine. Oh, Aaron Gill. Hey, loving the live stream. I own Reggie, the blue 25 from Project Nigel. Oh, how fabulous. Reggie. Now, wasn't Reggie the, that was the, I can't remember the problem. Was that the light blue one that's effectively the same car as my Brian Johnston? A facelifted GSI? Is that the one? Let me know if I'm right. But it's brilliant to have you here. Thank you so much for joining us. And it would be great to catch up with. Well done, my lovelies. You caught it in time. Look, not frozen. Thank you. Drop of the good stuff. Just reading the comments. I think I'll jump ahead to this one. Not sure I'd have much in common with the community, to be honest. As a 28-year-old, owning what I began to realise is not the car for me, a Scirocco, I probably missed the target audience by a mile. No, not really. There's all sorts in there. You're far from the youngest. We've got lots of people knocking around younger than you. Where did I get to? Wine, yeah, done that. Reggie the Blue 24. Good, here we go. In the Kipper and the Corpse, my specialist area now, the comedy centres around Basil's frantic attempts to remove the corpse of Mr. Lehman from the hotel without attracting attention. How did he die? Well, he died peacefully in his sleep. We didn't get a cause of death, did we? We just know that he died peacefully in his sleep and not from ingesting an out-of-date kipper. Unless I'm misremembering it, I'm sure we didn't get a cause of death. Because, because the doctor didn't do it. The doctor couldn't issue a death certificate because he wasn't his doctor. So all that we knew was that he died peacefully in his sleep, I think. I'm pretty sure I'm right in that. Don't ask me the name of the doctor because I've got a mental block on it. I can tell you it was played by Dr. Price. I can tell you it was played by the wonderful Jeffrey Palmer, who was just a fabulous actor. Thursdays, says Trace, are usually quiet online and in real life. Everyone getting their rest before the weekend. We're actually normally busy on a Thursday. Tonight was quiet. We had about 6 takeaways and about 15 people in the restaurant. That was it. And it was Reggie. Oh, fabulous. Reggie, the Project Nigel Rover 25. That was potentially a lovely little car. Needed a few bits and pieces, I think, didn't it? I'm trying to remember now. It wasn't there for long. We didn't get a chance to get very well acquainted with it. It was Jake and Jonathan's car, wasn't it? Project Ronnie. Wasn't it their car and it went to Mustard and yes, that's right, it was because they wanted to take on Benny Jazzmags, and that was why they sold Project Reggie. Fabulous. I hope the car's doing really, really well. Pingu. Have you proposed to Bernard this week yet? Or are you infatuated with Wetleg now? Do you know, very unusually, Pingu, I haven't proposed to Bernard this week. In fact, I haven't even spoken to Bernard. She hasn't rang me. I haven't messaged her after a bottle of wine. Maybe her relationship is going well. Who knows? Who knows? But yeah. At some point, I mean, how long do you keep proposing to somebody for? I mean, it's been about 7 years that I've been proposing to Bernard now. Admittedly, well, not consistently proposing, because within those 7 years I had a 4 or 5 year relationship and a 1 year relationship, and during those I didn't propose at all. But at some point you have to say, well, sod her, she had a chance, and I'll propose to somebody else who doesn't love me instead. If anybody would like me to propose to them, just drop me a line. Where did I get to? Wetleg. I have treasure for Wetleg, Pingu. And of all people, you need to know about this. I have some Wetleg updates. We'll come to that. I'll whiz through the comments, then we'll get on. Nice car that. We're talking about Reggie. Yeah, it was a nice car. I love the spec. Oh, here's a question for you. Aaron? I'm going with Aaron, double A. I can't remember. Does Reggie have electric rear windows? Because I've just found out that I thought they were standard on the GSI and GXI and possibly the GLI. And I can't remember what yours. Oh, maybe yours was a GLI. Was it? I can't remember. But apparently electric windows in the rear weren't standard. They were a cost option. Brian has them. I'd be interested to know if Reggie has too. Oh, that's cool. Brian Johnston could have a new friend, a new cousin. Where is Simon, says Pingu. Has he been abducted by the infidels? He's probably hit the sack. He's probably got an early start. Simon's one of these poor unfortunate souls with a proper job that means having to get up at the crack of arse in the morning. And he has our sympathy. Right. We were not told, but it was possibly from a stomach hemorrhage. So you're correct, you git. Well done. Chaz says, yeah, died in his sleep. Oh, it's having a restoration. Project Reggie is being restored. Fabulous. Well, we definitely need we need to catch up with him then when he's all done. Bit of a cock up on the catering front. Jeffrey Palmer and Reggie Perrin. The Fall and Rise of Reginald Perrin, one of the most splendid programs ever to be broadcast on the Idiot's Lantern. I enjoyed that very much. Yeah. I didn't get where I am today by not enjoying the Fall and Rise of Reginald Perrin. Oh, another one. I'm going to get one of these wrong at some point, aren't I? In The Germans, Basil repeatedly attempts to carry out a task that Sybil set for him to complete before going to hospital. The head of what animal needs to be hung on the wall of the reception area? Too easy, moose. Moose, 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 moose. Oh, and Trace got that as well. Yeah, that's... No, you hit him on the head, you naughty moose. You had to love the Major, didn't you? Oh, you did have to love the Major. Untitled Item, talking to Trey, says, don't get a McPherson suspension, front-wheel drive, powerful car, then spend way too much on 19-inch rims and KW suspension. The McPherson struts. The fabled McPherson struts. So your Scirocco, is it an original Scirocco or the modern recreation thereof? Depends what it is you're proposing. Dick Dastardly is with us. Hello, Dick. And good point. Everybody's getting moose. Roger Boaty says it's been delightful, but he's buggering off. Oh, hello. And certainly don't follow that up with the realisation that you'd rather own a 3-litre petrol BMW 4 Series or Audi S5 or S7. Oh, keep fit windows. Just in the rear though, you've got electrics in the front, yeah? Yeah, I thought they were standard and they're not. They were an option. And I also discovered that rear electric windows were also an option on a pre-facelift 25. And I've never seen one. And I'd love to know if anybody else has. Lurpak Toast Rack Inspector says, I would love you to propose to me, Boaty. Not a problem. Expect a heartfelt proposal at about, it's midnight. Give it a couple of hours and it'll ping through. My Streetwise has rear electric windows too, says Pingu. And then Matt says, that's a posh Streetwise. Mine's not got electric in the rear. So, Was it the same deal in the Streetwise? Did any Streetwise come factory equipped with lecky windows to the rear, or were they, like the normal 25, a cost option? Oh, it's a Mark III Scirocco, modern recreation drawn by the hand of the amazing Walter de Silva. That man is a god. They are a fantastically handsome car. I'll give them that. And I was also quite a fan of the original. It had the most supremely comfortable seats. I remember that much. I'll tell you what I had back in the day. I had a Volkswagen Jetta. The original, no, it wasn't a Jetta. What am I talking about? It was a Derby. And that was fabulous. I wish I had that now. Anyway, I'm going to get on with the Wetleg update, and then I also am going to follow in Roger Boaty's footsteps and bugger off and make some supper. Now, obviously, you're going to want to know what I'm eating. Oh, it's an SE spec with parking sensors and a beige leather knob. Get you, Pingu. How's it going, by the way, that streetie? The, yeah, kind of a bit of a rescue project, isn't it? How are you getting on with it? What sort of state is it in now? Supper tonight is, oh, hang on, there's another Fawlty Towers question. I'll tell you about Wetleg in a minute, Pingu. Oh, and supper tonight is Chinese chicken curry, by the way. That's what I'm making. Basil decides to take advantage of the culinary skills of a new chef, Kurt. His attempt to raise the tone of the hotel fails. What phrase does he include that leads many locals to feel insulted? Oh, and Trace has answered it for me. No riffraff. Yeah, that is what he put in the ad. It was, of course, gourmet night. He did include the phrase "no riffraff." So, who attended gourmet night? Well, there was the Colonel and Mrs. Hall, or Small, as Basil called him. There was Mr. Oh, not Twitching, Twiching, yeah, Mr. Twiching. And yes, the new continental chef was indeed Kurt, who fell in love with Manuel and got absolutely as pissed as a fart. And so, of course, Basil famously had to go to Andre's to pick up duck. And if you don't like duck, you're rather stuck. Now, Wetleg. Oh, it's ready for action, says Pingu. Just waiting for the window glass from Mustard. Where do you live, Pingu? Right, Wetleg. Now today, this evening, because the restaurant was dead, a long knob. Okay. Oh yeah, Kurt Manuel. But I love him. Yeah. That was gourmet night. There wasn't a bad Fawlty Towers, but gourmet night was one of the very best, wasn't it? Right, yeah. Tonight, restaurant dead. I went to see a chap I've been meaning to go to see for ages. There is a fellow, his name is Graham, and he lives about a 5-minute drive from the restaurant. And he has a proper business. He's a kitchen fitter, but he plays with MGFs and MGTFs. And I mean plays very seriously. So at any one time, he has about 6 and a huge stock of spare parts. And I've been meaning to go and see him for ages. We've spoken about doing some filming. I whizzed over tonight for the first time. I've driven past his place, and you can't miss his place because it's like an MG car boot sale, even at night. So even at night, you've got a row of MGs on his driveway outside his house. I think there were 5 there tonight. and like tables, like car boot tables with MG parts on them. So they're just, I mean, I don't suppose he leaves them out all night, or maybe he does, I don't know. But in it, bruv, in it, Pingan. But yeah, it's absolutely extraordinary. And I went over for one particular piece. Now, Wetleg, as you may recall, Wetleg, on the day that the lovely Phil came to deliver Wetleg to the mainland for me to collect on that fabulous Monday. Oh, that was an adventure. I love doing things like that. The aerial snapped off on that very morning, and they're like impossible to get out. And I noticed that Graham was advertising a shed load of stuff, as he often is, including the correct fitment aerial base. Now, on eBay, these, because they're not available to buy anymore. Nobody's got stock of any new ones or second-hand ones. Not Rimmers, not DG MTRF, not MGF or TF bits. Nobody's got one. There's a few on eBay, and everybody's asking about 30 quid for them because they're an item that does break and they're becoming increasingly scarce. So I bought one. Now, I'd already bought an aerial off eBay that I've got, and now I've got this base. So hopefully tomorrow this will be the correct fitment with the female end. Now the later ones, later TFs and LE500s and so on, they had a different connector. They had a male rather than the female, but I'm pretty sure this is the correct one. It's got the thread intact there, as you can see, and it's a relatively, I think, I hope, easy thing to fit. So I'll be trying to fit that tomorrow. Then at least I'll have a working radio, hopefully. And I still plan to change the stereo. Oh, Graham had a load of stereos. He didn't have the exact one that I wanted. And I'm still not sure where to go with the stereo. I want to change it, but I'm still not sure whether I want to change it for the original cassette or for one of these brand new MG branded stereos from the Chinese TF that are on eBay for 80 quid, or for a similar stereo that's in there but not a cheap Chinese knockoff, you know, a nicer like Alpine or Sony or something, driveless stereo with Bluetooth, hands-free, a UBS input and an auxiliary input. Not sure where to go. It will depend on money and what's about. But at least, hopefully, with this fitted, at least I'll have radio in the meantime and radio when the new stereo goes in. But look what else I bought. Get ready for this. Let's have a look at the comments. No, not a wire coat hanger. No, I've got, look. I bought one off eBay in case I could, oh, where is it now? Here you go. Just what I call a bee sting. Apparently with the MGF, it pays to go for an original aerial if you can get hold of one, because the shorter aerials tend not to be as good for reception, apparently. But I'll see how this one goes. And Graham, who I suspect I will be seeing lots more of, he's got an original and he's got some stubbies as well. So, oh God, another one. I'm enjoying these. The first episode of Fawlty Towers. What object does Basil end up smashing to vent his rage at the end of the episode? Okay, well, the first episode is Lord Melbury. I think the episode was called A Touch of Class. And at the end of the episode, well, Mr. Brown and the police do a raid. They take Lord Melbury. What does he end up smashing? Well, he gets Lord Melbury's briefcase out of the case and finds that it contains bricks. Oh, what does he end up smashing? So he's out on the drive. Mr. Brown says, sorry about that, Mr. Fawlty. Can I buy you a drink? No, I'd better get back and put the picture up. Picture! Picture! Picture, picture, picture. Yeah, picture. Picture. Because, yeah. He says, sorry about that, Mr. Fawlty. Can I buy you a drink? No, I'd better get back and put the picture up. Goes back inside. Well done, Manuel. Oh, bravo. And he's going to put the picture up. And Mr. Waring, is it? Whatever his name is. A gin and orange, a lemon squash, and a scotch and water, please. And Basil goes, right! And smashes the picture down. Yeah, there you go. There you go. I'm right, aren't I, GPS? Okay, so Wetleg doesn't have any mats, right? And I've been looking on eBay to see when I get some money what sort of mats I can buy. And original MG mats, even if you can get them, they're too expensive. So I've been looking at the kind of best aftermarket mats that I can get. And the best that I've found at a price that I could afford was some reasonably generic ones, which, let's face it, when you buy mats for 20 quid or less off eBay, they're all the same thing. They're all that, whatever they are, and they're thin and they're crap, and, you know, they're better than nothing for a while. But that's really all they are. They're better than nothing for a while. And then they kind of become worse than nothing. But I thought I'll buy some of those, and I was going to get some ones that have got a green piping to match with the green piping on the seats. But, oh, and I didn't tell you. Oh, well, I'll tell you in a bit. Genuine MG mats. They're not new, they're used, but with a proper clean, they will look like new. I am over the moon with these. Look at that. The genuine articles. In, I think you would agree, really good nick. How fabulous is that? I'm so chuffed. Now, sweeping majestically across the, so I don't know what those would be worth on eBay. Oh. Yeah, I don't know what they're going for on eBay, or what they're who can remember what the sign said at the front of the hotel for each episode? Can we get them all as a group? Well, we'd have to carry this on in another live, because I'm going to bugger off in a minute, or move it over to the Facebook group. But I'll start you off. Flowery twats, as we discussed in the caravan on Monday. Farty towels was another one. And they're the only two that I can remember. Farty towels and flowery twats. Who else can come up with them? Lovely jubbly, says Pingu. Would Wetleg need a hard top for next winter? Yeah, but I think we've got one coming, Pingu. Mike, Classic Wheels Wales, has got one that he's put on one side for me. Well, or at least he's found where it is and not done anything else with it. Oh, watery fowls and flay otters. That's right. So I'm not sure what state it's in. It's not the right colour, but you know, that's nothing that can't be fixed. So there is at least the prospect of a hard top, Pingu. Flowery twats, yeah, I did that one. So I don't know if you've got something in mind, but yeah, definitely the idea would definitely be to have a hard top in place for next winter, and Mike suggested that straight away because he knew we had one knocking about somewhere. And I definitely need to pay a visit to Mike at some point. I think he and I are going to get on like a house on fire. We already do over the phone. Okay, right. These mats then. These mats, don't know how much they would be new if you could get hold of them. Don't know if anybody's got them. Don't know how much they go for on eBay. And this quite rare aerial base, which I do know what they go for on eBay, 30 quid. How much? How much for the mats and that? And as soon as somebody gets it right, I'm going. Because you've all suffered enough, darlings. Look, I'm going to be all proactive and get the play out music ready. How clever am I? And I've remembered to unmute it. God, I'm such a professional. Right, go on, get the guesses coming in. 5p, no. 99p, no. £1, no. 99p plus postage, no. Oh, come on, 99p for those beautiful mats and a 30 quid's worth of thing. Leave it out. Sensible answers, please. £9, no, I wish, more. £55, less. £0. It wasn't a freebie, Jimmy, sadly, no, more. My original MR2 mat, says Pingu, will sell for 60 quid plus. I loved the 99p on Snipe on the Bay. So did I, but this was bought in person. MG mats and aerial appeals to my car OCD. 35 quid, says Bad Books. No. £43 says GPS. No. 40 quid says Matt. No. Jimmy Quinn, 1,000 quid. No. Trace has got it. Trace has got it. Oh, and Jimmy Quinn has got it. Yeah, 20 quid. 20 quid. And that's not... Graham is going to be like one of us. He's all about keeping cars on the road. And it's not about ripping people off for every last penny. That wasn't a special price for me. They're all on Facebook. He's got loads of stuff. He's got some leather MGF seats that I saw and look really nice that he's given away for nothing. All you've got to do is go and collect them. So if anybody wants some leather MGF seats, they're not the right colour for me. But if anybody wants them, let me know and I'll pick them up for you. But yeah, he was advertising this for a £5 and the mats for 15 quid. So I didn't even haggle. I just said, amazing, thank you. I'll come back when I've got more time and we'll have a proper chat and I'll do some filming and whatnot. He's a lovely, lovely guy. Really one of us. And yeah, if you've got an MGF or TF or are thinking about buying one, He's a good guy to buy a car from, my loves. He's a man that you need to know. Billy Bargain, that says Bad Books. Yeah, very reasonable, says GP. Yeah, I'm delighted. I'm over the moon, actually. I'm over the moon. So tomorrow, I noticed a new to me feature on the HubNut 100k live stream. I shall now try to deploy it amongst us boatists. Yeah, you're talking about the gifting of channel memberships, aren't you? That was new to me as well. Oh, bloody hell. Oh, it works. Oh. Oh, that's amazing. I was just about to say, that I looked into that and, oh, this is brilliant. Well, first of all, that's really kind of you. So somebody's going to be lucky, and that's brilliant. Thank you. But I was just about to say that I saw that on the 100k live stream as well. So I looked into it, and it's a live stream only thing, but they are beta testing it. It's not fully rolled out yet, and it's only available to certain channels. And there's an online form that you can fill in if you want to be considered to be one of those channels, right? So I just assumed that, well, I obviously won't have it because, you know, I'm tiny, and it's not worth me applying for it because I'm tiny. So I didn't bother, and I just forgot about it. But I've obviously got it because somebody's just done it. And underscore, the lovely Matt is the recipient of it. And I can't imagine a more suitable recipient, given everything that Matt has done for us. I think that's absolutely brilliant. And now I'm even happier than a really happy thing. For those of you who don't know how it works, right? Oh, this is brilliant. Thank you for that real kindness. And it's, okay, so basically, you know about channel memberships. You can sign up to become a channel member. You pay, you throw a couple of bob into the kitty on a monthly basis. It's only a couple of quid. 3 quid, 4 quid, something like that. There's 3 options, 3 tiers, and you get perks. YouTube suggests perks. I'm developing them. I'm trying to figure them out. Basically, I'm starting to put things in the videos now, and you'll get stuff, and we'll work it out as we go along. So that's the channel membership thing, and I'm really blessed. 8 of you are supporting me by being channel members, and you have all been named in a video now, and I do thank you very, very, very much indeed. But this new thing is, during a live stream, you can gift channel memberships. You can select a number, and if you're not seeing any of this channel member thing, it's because you're watching on an app. If you watch on a browser, you can still be on your phone or on your iPad or whatever, but you need to be on a browser rather than on the app, and then these things will all pop up. But yeah, so during a live stream, you can gift channel memberships. So you can select a number that you want to gift, and press the doings, and then you don't choose who gets them. They are allotted to, well, they're allotted to people who have allowed gifts. There's something that you press, it popped up for me. Next time you could be a lucky recipient of a Boaty's World gift membership, and there's a thing saying allow gifts. In fact, I'll press it now. Oh yeah, and a thing pops up saying allow gifts on this channel. Choose whether others can gift you a Boaty's World membership for 1 month, publicly announced on this channel. And there's a little toggle switch that you just turn to on. So you need to find that so that you can be considered. And then when somebody buys some memberships to gift, then they will be allotted to other people who are currently viewing the live stream. And I think it's a random thing, but I would imagine that there's an algorithm involved, and I would like to think that they would be allotted to people who have been particularly active in the current live stream and presumably in previous ones. And that is just a really, really, really lovely thing. Thank you, Rosé_cheeks with fruit in it, open bracket, traces afterburn, double semicolon, close bracket, tripemonger. Christ almighty, it'll be the death of me, that name. That's, I mean, that's doubly lovely. That's supporting the channel and giving something lovely to somebody else. And that's just absolutely, I just think that's amazing. That's absolutely brilliant. Thank you so much. We're saying, yeah. Yes, it says allow others to send gifts, so I check the box. Very, very suitable and well done _ says Trace. And we've got thumbs up, we've got smiley faces. Oh, and Matt says thank you to Tripemonger. I tried to sign up, says Jimmy Quinn, but it won't let me. I don't know. I don't know, Jimmy. You need to be on a browser. That much I do know. GPS says you get perks. You can kick him out of the house and you can live there for free. You probably can on the top level. Yeah, if you're a Connoisseur SE. There's an idea. That's an idea. That's an idea for channel membership perks. Maybe on the top tier, you get a certain number of nights, maybe only one actually, it's not that much money. But yeah, you get access to the guest suite at Windy Bottom. If you would be interested in such a thing, that would be a really good perk, wouldn't it, for channel members? Yeah, let's do that. I might not be allowed to put it in as an official perk because you're not allowed to include perks that include meeting in the flesh. You're not allowed to get people to become a channel member on the promise of a meeting in the flesh, probably for safety reasons. But balls to that, we'll do it unofficially. That will be a channel perk, access to the guest suite. Yeah. Oh, and Trace is asking Jimmy Quinn what it says. Matt says, just below the green box that alerts you to the gift, it says allow gifts. So yeah, so if you go back in the chat to where Rosé gifted the membership, there should be a little thing underneath that says, with a little gif of a present, next time you could be a lucky recipient of a Boaty's World gift membership, allow gifts. Press allow gifts, it's highlighted in blue. And then when the next screen pops up, just tick the little thing, the little slider that says allow gifts. And if somebody else in any future live stream is kind enough to gift some memberships, next time it could be you. So, oh, brilliant. Yeah, brill. I'm really, really happy about that. He's a good egg. He is indeed. the least that Boaty's unpaid intern deserves. I agree. It sends me to lakes, Jimmy. I don't know. Unpaid intern has finally been recognised and rewarded. Indeed. Apparently it's down to how active and chatty you are in the live chat. Who gets the gift membership. So yeah, there you go. The more active you are, the more chance you are of being gifted the membership and having the opportunity to to spend a highly questionable night in the guest suite in Windy Bottom and have Momo at shows and things like that, and stickers when I get them organised and other wonderful things and tea cakes and oh dear. Oh, sorry, I forgot that. What is Wetleg's paint code, says Pingu. Haven't got a clue, Pingu. It's silver. And they only did one silver, so I'd need to go online to figure that out. It's the 19. I know what silver it's called. It's not Starlight Silver Metallic as the later ones are. I had a different name, but they only did one silver at that time, and it's that. I will find out. Yes, Matt is winning. I've got to the repeated message now. I've done it. I want commission for all these good ideas. Absolutely, says GPS. Finally, being a frequenter of Boaty's naughty step pays off. You have to sleep in Boaty's haunted spare room. Yeah, birthday bonus. Why not? A long honourable member. Bunk up with Boaty. What a fabulous ending to the live stream. And it is an ending, my loves, because I need supper, you lot need to get to bed. We've done an hour and a half of this rather wonderful nonsense. Platinum silver, that sounds about right, GPS. I bought the MGF brochure, so I checked it out in that. Platinum silver sounds about right. Oh, the wine. I've frozen my wine, my loves, but it's not too bad. I don't think I've got a wine turd. I've got a small wine turd. A small wine turd, but it is manageable. Oh, what a fabulous night. What a lovely live. Bless you. Thank you all for being wonderful. Oh. Thank you all for being wonderful. Thank you for making this another lovely night. Thank you for sharing my, frankly, near orgasmic joy over Wetleg's new mats. Oh, and the other Wetleg news, Pingu, that I forgot to tell you, Phil has found the spare key and key fob, and they are being posted and hopefully on their way. Oh, would I prefer the silver or black hardtop? I'd take either. I suppose, if I had a choice, probably body colour, probably silver. But if one came along that was black, I wouldn't object to that in the least. Or would I prefer silver? Because I mean the hood is black, isn't it? So maybe the hard top should be black as well. Black. I think I prefer black. Yeah, black. I prefer black. I would prefer black, I think. Oh, I've loved tonight. It's been amazing. And thank you, Rosé. Thank you for that. And Matt, I'm delighted, mate. Bloody well deserved. always entertaining. Thank you, Liz. And Liz, thank you for a week last Monday, but thank you for 2 videos. And let's get together soon because they like you. And God knows they'll like your cars. And you'll end up doing your own channel, I'm sure. But, you know, as you're just starting out, maybe even a useless idiot like me could give you some tips. And if we're there and it's just the 2 of us, I could give you some tips on using the editor and whatnot, and stuff like that. So yeah. Good night, you lanky streak of piss. Friends, eh? That's it, darlings. It's been fabulous. Thank you so much. Oh, and it's oh God, it's Thursday, isn't it? So oh God, I'm not going to see you now until Monday. Oh, is Mustard live streaming tomorrow? I think he said he was gonna. He's really getting into it, isn't he? Fuck it. If you want a cheeky half hour after Mustard tomorrow, give me a shout. It's a long time till Monday, and I'll really miss you. We could squeeze in half an hour, couldn't we? And yeah, let me know. Right, my lovelies. Listen, have a great day tomorrow. Yeah, have a great day. Or at least have an okay day. Have a good day. Sleep well, sleep tight. Hope none of your teeth fall out. Actually, I'm glad mine did. It was a pleasure to eat my steak today without a bloody silly tooth wobbling about all over the place. And yeah, that's it. I'll catch you next time. And thank you all for being... Oh, shut up, Boaty, and just bugger off, will you? What a lovely way to end the night. Good night, darlings. Stay safe, stay warm, take care.